Welcome to the show, everyone. I love talking about everybody else on my show. That's what we do here, and it's so much fun here. And I'm excited about bringing on my first guest. I have with me Nicole Corning, and she is the managing partner and advisor of PATHLIGHT Advisors. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carol.
You are also an author, it's of the book The Working Mommy's Manual, and you also have a podcast on it's called The Working Mommy's Manual as well. I want you to tell first a little bit about yourself, what you do, and a little bit about your podcast.
Okay, excellent. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. You are such a delight.
Oh, you're
and
welcome.
I'm
Thank
really
you.
happy
That's
to
so
be
sweet.
here. So I am managing director of a financial advising firm in Scottsdale, Arizona. We work with high net worth individuals, and we work with businesses to help design and maximize their retirement plans.
Okay.
And there are about 18 of us all together in the firm. We're an independent practice of Wells Fargo advisors, so I always say we have the best of both worlds. So we have complete independence, but we have full faith backing of Wells Fargo and all of their multitude of resources, and we leverage them as much as we can for our clients.
That's awesome. And the other thing is that you work nationally, which is kind of cool too.
That's another great thing about the structure of the business is that people are so transient. Businesses have footprints all over the nation, and so we're able to really help people wherever they are.
The other thing too is that people now like to look up all this kind of stuff about everybody, and they like to know, especially in your world, how everybody's U4s are, and you have spotless, I'm just saying this, spotless U4s. You can check her out on her website. It is preparetoretire.net. And I would like to talk today because you said one of the things that was really important to you, which I really think this is so cool because I'm one too, that you want to kind of keep this all emphasized on women.
I do, because I feel like women are, traditionally they feel left out of that financial conversation, and we opt ourselves out, we get shut out of those conversations, and I'm really passionate about empowering women around all things, but really about finance.
Especially with investing, because a lot of women out there, I think they hold themselves back because they don't think that they can do it, because they don't have enough, they think they don't have the cojones, right?
I will tell you, my mother's advice to me when it came to finances when I was younger was marry rich. That was my mother's advice to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you?
And no, I didn't, unfortunately. And then I divorced him, and he took a lot. So there you go. So I should have listened to my mother.
That's the thing. It didn't matter, right? But even if you did, the thing is that women need to know. Even if you're married, right? Mm-hmm. You got to get involved here.
You do, and that is one of the that is such a frightening time for women because 9 out of 10 women will be responsible for their own finances at some point in their lives. So even if you have the best marriage and you think this person is the best person in the world, we make plans and God laughs, right? So 9 out of 10 women are going to find themselves in charge of their own finances, and it's not rocket science, right? You need to find some resources and tools for yourself, but you can really manage it on your own and with the help especially of an advisor, and there are plenty of them out there through workplace retirement programs, through doing your research online. There are great podcasts out there. There are great books. And even I love Dave Ramsey and his courses. I think that's great for just some basic information. There's a wonderful book called Smart Women Finish Rich. And Budgetnista is one of my favorite podcasts, but there are a ton. Just go out there and find the flavor that works for you.
The point is more than anything is take the time to do it. It's so important. Also, your book, okay, and the podcast. I want to ask you how they intertwine with what you do.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with just being real. So when I wrote the book, I've always been a professional woman and career oriented, and I thought, the rules aren't different for men or women, right, in the workplace. And then I had a baby, and I found out there are some market differences, and just to be aware that women deal with things in a different way. So for instance, when it comes to investing, women actually make better overall decisions and have better overall returns than men.
Really?
Fidelity, and this is not just me saying this is Fidelity. So well-known firm based out of Boston, they did a study that women are marginally better overall at investing than men. And the reason is that women are more concerned with downside risk protection, and men, not all men and not all women, right? So let's just put that out there. But in general, men tend to look at the bright, shiny object. What's the next thing? Oh, I got a hot stock tip. Oh, I need to get in some of this, right?
Right.
And women are like, please just don't lose me a lot of money. That also can work to their detriment, though. So women need to be careful not to be too concerned with downside risk and be too conservative in their overall portfolios.
Now, her information is that the website is prepare2retire.net. Her phone number is 480-591-1999. The most important thing, women out there, got to take, you got to get in charge of not just the finances, but of investing. Right? When we talk about this, we're really talking also about investing and learning a little bit about it, because when you do, it's better for you, especially if, God forbid, something happens.
You just don't know. And there are some blind spots that we have as women when it comes to our personal finances. And I would say the biggest one of those is caregiving. So 78% of Gen X women are caregivers.
Yeah.
78%. That's a research report from it's a women's organization, financial organization called WIPA, and I sit on their board. And we publish research every year, and we found 78% of Gen X women are caregivers. And I would say it's not just women who have children, because that we all think, oh well, they when women have babies they stay home. I've seen it with my friends now that I'm in my 50s. It's women who don't have children that now they're taking care of their elderly aunts and their elderly parents because they don't have children. So they have capacity, right? So like, oh, your sister has 2 kids in high school. Like, you can go do that with Aunt Madge, right? Women tend to take time off from work for caregiving, typically about 7 years. And that MFS published a research report that those 7 years can cost a woman $340,000 in retirement income.
I can't believe how fast these things go. We only have a couple of minutes, and so I just want to ask you really quickly. In this volatile market, because I know you really wanted to talk about this, what do you talk differently to men than you do women? I would.
I do, yes.
No matter what.
I do. And back to that Fidelity research report. So the reason why women tend to be better investors, besides just downside risk protection, is they work collaboratively. So women want to hear from you, they want to talk to their friends, and I try to give them the space to ask all their questions. Men don't like to ask for directions. They certainly don't like to talk too much about their investments.
That's true, but also for women, they think that, oh, it's a stupid question, and they hold back. Don't hold back.
Don't hold back.
There's no stupid question.
None at all.
You got to check out. First of all, her book is The Working Mommy's Manual, and that's also the name of her podcast. You can check her out on her website, which is prepare2retire.net. She works nationally, and what they have is the big guns behind them, which is Wells Fargo.
Yes.
And what I love is that you are here to help people, women, especially women. Obviously you work with men and women, but women, because you want to empower them, and empowering them with their finances and in learning how to invest is the best thing that you can give. It's a gift that you're doing. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Carol.
Again, her phone number to call is 480-591-1999. Check her out on her website. It is prepare2retire.net. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute.